This inspired my policy a lot. I wanted to differentiate the work between AI-made animation and human-made animation.
My name is Brett Book, and I am the Upper School English Department Chair and Upper School Curriculum Coordinator. I think at Cooper, one of the nice things about being at an independent school is that we have some freedom with curriculum and what we think is important to teach.
Yeah, I think Cooper is unique because it's very, personalized, and so the teachers really find a sort of way to connect with a student.
In the fall, all of the department chairs at Cooper attended the NAIS Symposium on AI and the Future of Learning. When I attended that session, they were very adamant that if you allow students to fully use AI, you have to make the assignment more challenging than anything you've ever created before. Because AI is like a force multiplier, and so you can't give them what you've given them in the past to learn. This expands their ability to learn. And so I created this long form research paper. Then they were required to talk through and write about their process. So they had to demonstrate agency over AI at least 5 times in their process. And then they had to actually present on their work. So they weren't just writing alongside AI, they were researching with AI, writing with AI, having human agency over AI, then presenting on their, not just what they learned on their topic, but also how they had to make decisions and make sure that their work was their own and not just a bot.
I think this project has been really valuable because it's unlike any other that I've done so far in high school.
I thought it was really interesting to have that kind of freedom to use it. I definitely learned a lot from being able to use AI in the project and some of its faults that I had not previously discovered.
At Cooper, we're all about from curiosity to wisdom and being curious about the world around us and the things that are in our lives.
AI is a very big innovation and it's going to become a huge thing in the modern world. So allowing kids to become more comfortable with using it, but also establishing their critical thinking skills really helps out students.
We do a really good job of teaching students how to write. By the time they get to senior year, I felt like we had an opportunity with all of the AI advancements to kind of expand on that, right? So in order to get good writing from generative AI, you have to know how to prompt it.
Having these skills built up now and being able to practice them in a safe setting. Especially at Cooper, we have this kind of discussion-based classroom, and I really do appreciate that. I think that the connection and also spread of ideas is essential for learning and education.
It gave us a really good picture of how AI is going to help sort of form an outline or a skeleton of what you want to be able to do, but then it has to be your own ideas and your own thoughts and your own work to really flesh out that skeleton that it'll give you.
I think we can use AI and not be afraid. I think we can really focus on the human aspect over AI. So how, what is our job when we're using it? How do we make it a tool? How does it not replace us? How does it expand our thinking?
We are human, we need to stay connected with each other, and there are so many things that we can do that AI can't. So it's important to work hand in hand rather than trying to isolate each other.
See what the AI does and then have your teacher help you, and it's very unique and special in that way for me because I get to have a good relationship with my teachers and not just kind of another student who is just another number or whatever getting a grade. I think it's very unique that way.
Really, I'm happy that Cooper is taking the initiative to teach us the skills we need for AI.
I think it has also shown me some cool new ways that I can include AI in their learning, which I think is really valuable when they leave and go to college.
It's going to start showing up in our professions and the industries we want to go into more and more. And it will be important for us to have the skills able to use AI and identify the good and the bad.
A lot of schools are disbanding it completely, trying to restrict students from using it, and that is understandable for a typical classroom setting. But Cooper understands that these skills are necessary. We're going to need to have these critical thinking skills. We're going to need to check over and make sure that AI is just a tool and we are really the ones who are leading the conversation.